This isn't going to be a long caddy video, but it's a caddy video. So every once in a while on eBay you'll score something awesome. So I scored this lot of Cadillac parts. Some of them I need, some of them I don't. So it has an exhaust bezel, has a few of the Cadillac letters for the trunk, which I don't need anymore. It's got one of these, which I bought plenty to take care of the ones I needed. But it has this, which is awesome. This is a 6-way power seat switch, which I need because I have a 6-way power seat in my parts car, but I don't have a switch, so boom. But the most important thing I got was this. So this is a trunk lock for the 1956 Cadillac trunk. And I have a lock with a key that works, but the problem is I have this little nubbin that goes in the front, and mine's broken. So the way that this works is pretty simple. Is that there's a spring inside of here that holds on to the end teeth of this, and all you have to do is, spin the spring one direction, it releases the front, and then the front slides out. My front's broken, my spring is still in my lock, so these are about $75 new with a key, and I've waited actually 5 years to finally find one that I thought was a decent price. I figured 20 bucks for this, 20 bucks for that, the rest are freebies. I might be able to sell these letters to somebody who needs them. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to fish out this part right here, and I'm going to put it on mine. Ever since I had the car, this is what mine has looked like. Courtesy of the trunk light right there, you can see the spring is still there and it's still in good shape. All that I need to do is remove the lock cylinder and then swap out the little front plate and then put it back in. Here's the clip that held it in. I don't usually use surgical tools when I do this, but I found that these actually do make it kind of easy because you can hold on to the spring. So if you watch, all you do is spin it out and it kind of flops out, kind of just like the one, and that just slides right out. There we go. Slide that out. I'm going to go to this one. So you see there's little grooves inside of it, so it's kind of keyed a certain way, so it's only going to go in one way. Let's see. Because you don't want it only opens to the right, it won't open to the left. So now we're going to take the spring with my cool pliers. Lock that into place, and then bam, we have. So this kind of pops in and out. It's kind of a neat how the way it works. That will catch it and make it stay open so you can do the key, but then once you do it, the spring will move it back. At least it's supposed to. I might grease it up a little bit before I put it back in. But now we have a key. Let's see. That works with a front for only $20, which is exciting for me. Better than the $80 they wanted for a new one. So now I can put this back in and we should be good to go. The only tip I have is you have to slide this in like this first and then push it down where it fits. It's not like for example the C3 Corvettes, their lock cylinders in the doors, it's open on this end. So you kind of have to install it, together at the same spot. It looks like I still have somewhat what remains of the rubber gasket that goes behind here. So one day I might make another one for it, but that'll probably be after I paint the car. If I paint the car. So here's the finished product. I've been wanting to do this for 5 years. Something else I noticed, since I'm actually taking a really close look at my trunk, you look at my rear letters, I had to add a few. I don't recall which ones I had to add, but I have a feeling it was... There's two types of letters. You can see this A, D, L, and C are a little higher raised up than the A, L, I, and C. I'll have to look back at video 1 and see which ones I replaced, but they're obviously different. It never really bugged me before. I actually didn't even notice it before, and from here you can't really tell. But I'm going to look at these letters I got in my package and see if I can replace all of one set or all of the other. I don't know which one's correct. To my amazement, I have what I need to make them all raised. I don't know if I'm going to do it just because these ones aren't in that great a shape, but I got a C, I got an I got a pair of L's, and then an A. that will replace these flat ones. Whether I do it or not, I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, it never bothered me before, but the problem is, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, they're not right. So I might go and do it. We'll see which ones I've replaced before and which ones I haven't. This I is loose, so it looks like a short letter, which shows me that these tall ones are the ones that are correct. These letters are held on by these little clips, which I'm so glad came with these letters, because I was missing all the clips for those. I didn't have one. They were just kind of held in. I put a little dab of super glue on them, I think, but that was a long time ago. So here's how it looks so far. So all the raised letters correct. Here in the back you can see how these clips hold on these letters. There's a dude on the assembly line that stood there and put these on all the Cadillacs that were made, which is hilarious. But this one's going to go on here, and then I'm going to put the A in. And we should be good. I think all these other ones are just held in by glue, but they've held up so far. There's the finished product. I'm really happy, actually. They're all the same, I guess, script, or the other ones must have been from a different year Cadillac. If you need any Cadillac letters, I have some I'll sell you. I don't think these are probably, I don't know, 55, 57, one of the years. They're really nice letters. I'm happy because I didn't buy this off of eBay for those letters. I bought it off of eBay for the seat switch and then for this. And this is just a total extra bonus that came with it, so I'm happy about it. You see in here, there's a whole bunch of parts I haven't yet to put on the Cadillac. And they all need to go on it. So one day soon I'll get to it. But I have the taillights that a subscriber bought for me that I haven't put on yet, just because I figured I was going to wait till I painted the car to put those on. In that back box, I think I have another hubcap. There's a AC fan, and then some parts. There's a wiper motor and some parts for the AC and stuff like that are all in here. Some electronic eye stuff. But here's the main thing right there, which is the front end rebuild kit. And then I have a steering box over in the bench. But yep, one day at a time, one thing at a time. I had a few minutes today, popped those on. It looks a lot better. So here soon we'll have more work done on the Caddy, but I hope this holds you over for at least a little bit. I know it wasn't much, but hey, it was something. Oh, before I forget, see these? How cool is that? So if you want one, I mean, I will sell them to you at my cost. So between shipping them and getting them made, they cost me about $5. So if you want a window decal for my channel, send me $5 through PayPal, and I will ship it to you. If you're outside of the United States, it might be a little bit more. You'll have to message me for that. But yeah, I got these made and they're awesome. So if you want one, let me know.